Scholarship opportunities for hundreds of Bahamian students. The details are ahead.
And the Ranfurly Homes for Children is celebrating 70 years.
Plus, the wife of the Prime Minister celebrates Youth Day. Stay close for that.
And coming up in sports, Exuma's silent partner takes the crown at the National Family Island Regatta.
The Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm LaDawn Davis.
And I'm Marlena Leonard. This is the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
Pope Francis's funeral took place this weekend, Marlena.
I saw the highlights, LaDawn, and it was a really beautiful ceremony with all of that papal pomp and pageantry.
What stood out for me was a nun who was allowed to break ranks and stand beside the coffin and pray for her old friend, Pope Francis. She stood at the place where only cardinals were allowed to stand during the funeral. What stood out for you, Marlena?
I think what stood out for me was that he really followed his Jesuit vows to the very end. He was always showed humility, and even down to his tomb, it just said Francis. It just his name, no fancy poetry, no titles, just Francis.
Indeed, a humble man to the end. May his spirit live forever. Now let's dive right into the news, shall we? Hundreds of Bahamian students explored scholarship opportunities from 5 universities in the United States. The opportunities came about from partnerships with the University of the Bahamas, the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, and the Martin Luther King Memorial Foundation. Marisha Burrows was there.
Aspiring college students packed the University of the Bahamas this weekend, exploring scholarship opportunities that could help turn their academic dreams into a reality. With full scholarships offered for attendees from 5 universities all across the United States, President of the Martin Luther King Memorial Foundation, Harry Johnson, says that it's the excellence of the Bahamian students that brought the expo back to the country for a 4th year.
Providing opportunity to needy students who need scholarships, but also excellent students. Average GPA 3.75. These young men and women, what we've seen in the Bahamas, are wanting to go to college. They want to get an education. So we're just proud to partner with Alpha Phi Alpha, the Brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha, and the local members to say, let's do this.
Alpha Phi Alpha Director Algernon Cargill says that with more than 400 students in attendance both physically and virtually, the number of scholarship recipients is expected to grow as a result.
This year we have 5 universities here, and they have all promised the foundation to give more scholarships. So hopefully we'll have at least 20 scholarships given today to students. So we told them to be prepared when they come and advocate for yourself, to meet the university presidents, to be admitted on the spot to one of the colleges today. And based on your GPA and how you present yourself, you could actually get a scholarship to go to university.
And with a variety of schools located all across the United States, 14-year-old government high student Jamaz Forbes says that he is grateful for the opportunity to try his luck.
There were some people, they came and they told me about it, and he told me that they were giving some good opportunities for scholarships at year, and I decided to come.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Marisha Burrows.
Thanks, Marisha. Well, it's a special milestone for the Ranfurly Homes for Children, celebrating 70 years of providing a safe environment for children who've been orphaned, abused, neglected, or abandoned. The home recently held a special ceremony to mark this occasion, and our Corvell Pyfram was there. Here's the story.
Kelvin Mason is an 18-year-old star student at St. Anne's High School. For the past 5 years, he's also been a resident of the Ranfurly Homes for Children.
My journey as Kelvin Mason from the Ranfurly Home to where I stand today has not been without its challenges. However, it has taught me invaluable lessons about resilience, community, and the power of individual determination.
The homes are celebrating 70 years of providing comprehensive care for displaced children who come there as a result of any number of unfortunate circumstances. Since its founding back in 1955, the homes have cared for thousands of children, and President Joey Premok says that commitment is unwavering.
As we look ahead to the future, we remain focused on our mission to provide a loving and supportive environment where children can heal, learn, and grow to the leaders of tomorrow.
As Ranfurly marks 70 years, Prime Minister Philip Davis joined them to offer his gratitude to those who work to ensure our children have a safe environment.
Despite the negativity that may appear in the news and in our social media feeds, there are still people devoted to carrying out good works and taking care of the most vulnerable amongst us.
And he had this message for the Homes residents.
We love you. We care about you. And we are ready to help you realize your dreams. Keep thriving. Remember that success doesn't care about your background or where you started. Stay committed to doing the hard work, making the right choices, and associating with the right people. And I can assure you that positive results will be inevitable.
Kelvin, like the other 23 current residents of the home, has not had an easy journey. But as this honor student, star athlete, and youth leader is demonstrating, nothing can break his spirit or his gratitude to this home.
It has shown me that while circumstances may shape us, they do not have to limit us.
For the Bahamas Tonight, Access Now, I'm Corvell Pyfrom.
Thanks a lot, Corvell. Well, St. John's Baptist Church was filled with energy and spiritual fervor this past Sunday as the church hosted its annual Youth Sunday, a celebration that placed young people at the forefront of worship and leadership. The service was held by members of the Youth Department of St. John's, showcasing their talents in music, scripture readings, and congregation included not only its members, but also young members of the Royal Bahamas law enforcement officers, highlighting the church's commitment to engaging with the community. A highlight of the event was the presence of Mrs. Anne-Marie Davis, wife of Prime Minister Philip Davis, who served as a special guest speaker. In her address, Mrs. Davis emphasized the importance of confidence, encouraging the young attendees to believe in themselves and their potential.
You are precious beyond measure. Just remember that. All of you here, I'm looking at all of you young, wonderful people, the ladies up here on the altar. I'm watching you, I've been looking at you all morning. Preciously made. He has made each of us individually with our own uniqueness and with everything within our power to be always enough. You have to remember that.
Well, the students of the Aaron H. Gilmore School for the Blind and Visually Impaired had their moment in the sun Friday as the boys and girls were awarded for their stellar academic performances. Students received awards during a special ceremony for most improved, making the honor roll, principal's list, and excelling in various subjects. School principal Kevin Cartwright, who made history recently by becoming the first blind person to head a school, used the words of Nelson Mandela to remind his students of the powerful tool education gives them.
Here at our school, we see that truth come alive every day. To our students, you are the heartbeat of this institution. You are the heartbeat of our school. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Permanent Secretary to the Governor General and career educator Jack Thompson likened the students' journey to building a house, saying although it can be difficult and they may often want to give up, they should always keep trying.
I know that sometimes in building a house, you get tired. There are distractions. But in the midst of those distractions, can I give you the words of Nehemiah 6:3? I am doing a great work, and I cannot come down. Hold up your candle for all to see it. Take your candle and go light the world. Take your candle.
Well, still to come, Demetrius joins us tonight live in studio, so stay close for that.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health. Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
The administrators, teachers, and students of L.W. Young Junior High School hosted an entrepreneurship exhibition under the theme, Embracing Future Entrepreneurs with Taste. The school body welcomed a host of dignitaries, including Member of Parliament for the Fox Hill constituency and Foreign Affairs Minister, the Honorable Fred Mitchell, who encouraged students to seize the wide range of entrepreneurship opportunities available to them.
9 million U.S. and other international tourists pass through the Commonwealth of the Bahamas every year. And if you just get $1 from each of those 9 million, how much is that? So there must be something you could sell them for $1. And that's, I think, the lesson they're trying to get you to understand, that there is an opportunity for those who come here to see the beauty of our shores and the culture of our country.
Keynote speaker Mr. Tui Wei, the deputy chief of the Chinese embassy, highlighted the relationship between China and the Bahamas.
The Chinese government has provided the government scholarship and various training and exchange programs to Bahamian young people. So we welcome, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome again more Bahamian young friends to observe China with their own eyes, to measure China with their own steps, and become a new generation of ambassador of China-Bahama friendship.
John Lee McIntosh for Ed Talk.
Looking at a beautiful sunset shot near Paradise Island Bridge. That shot is by our drone pilot, Destiny Reed. Well, we can truly say that we live on a beautiful island. But speaking of beautiful islands, let's take a flight down to Eleuthera. Let's go.
Repaving 163 miles of road isn't an easy task. It requires a lot of help for officials from the Bahamas Striping Group of companies. Their business model is a public-private partnership that entails work from local contractors. Altavi's Manning spoke with one of them during her recent visit to Eleuthera.
Quick Fix Construction, formerly Seminole Enterprises, has been serving South Eleuthera since its inception in 1984. That's why they didn't hesitate to partner with Bahamas Striping Group of companies on the multi-million-dollar Eleuthera Road Improvement Project. And the company's ready to work.
Putting on 6 inches of quarry fill, grading, rolling, and water bonding. We basically have that responsibility in the different settlements, so we're working in different areas. So far, we've worked in Greencastle, we've worked in Deep Creek. Presently, we're working in Palmetto Point.
Quick Fix Construction's general manager, Juan Simonet, also listed some of the new equipment the company specifically purchased for this project.
We've bought a D8, we've bought another grader, so we've made quite an investment in equipment in, the hundreds of thousands of dollars, and thanks to Bahamas Striping, we were able to do that, to get new equipment, to replenish some of our equipment, so that's been a benefit for our company also.
Bahamas Striping's mandate of public-private partnership comprises 3 tenets: infrastructure, community empowerment, and economic growth. It's a model Quick Fix Construction fully endorses to propel Rock Sound Eleuthera.
when we can partner with people that come in with the finances, it helps the local businesses on the islands, and it helps them to grow and to expand and to hire other people in the communities. And then it brings finances into the communities where people are able to build and to expand on different things that they are doing. You look at these communities now in South Eleuthera and all the stuff that's happening here in South Eleuthera. People are building, people are opening businesses, people are expanding their businesses. So things right now in South Eleuthera is really booming.
In the second part of our series, hear how Quick Fix Construction's partnership with Bahamas Striping Group of Companies answers Eleuthera's labor demand. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Altaviz Munnings.
It looks like some good work down there in Eleuthera. Well, tonight, Demetrius joins us live in studio, and he's here to tell us all about his upcoming Mother's Day show. Welcome to Access now, Demetrius.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Now, everyone knows you as the funny man, but you've actually been doing this Mother's Day show for 11 years. Can you walk us through what inspired you to start it and how you started on this journey?
What inspired me to start the Mother's Day show? A lot of persons in the country do events, but mostly no persons in the country are giving back on a large scale. And I felt the need that it was important to start to share some love on the mothers in our country. They are basically the backbones. The man are the workers and what's not, but without the women, it cannot happen. And so sharing the love with the mothers, whether they are mothers or aspiring mothers, or even persons who have mothered other children, I think it's something that's worth honoring, worth deserving, worth giving praise and accolades. This show, 11 years, have been something that is dear to my heart. I truly believe that you have not begun to live until you find something that is bigger than yourself. This particular event for me is way much bigger than me. To see smiles on the faces of persons, to watch tears fall down persons' faces when we surprise them, when we're paying off people rent, when we are paying off people or helping them with medical stuff, or when we surprise them with a car, or a brand new front room set, or a brand new bedroom set. It may seem small to some persons, but to some people, that's the only hope, that's the only Bible that they see. And so it's all about inspiring, motivating. Apart from the fun and the laughter, it's about changing lives in one room, one night, letting them feel the love, letting them know that humanity still exists, and letting them know that people are right here in the Bahamas making a difference, even though they might not have millions, but they have the heart for change. And that's what mainly that counts.
Powerful. So what does the show entail?
The show entails you have laughter, inspiration, motivational surprises. This year we are focusing on, of course, honoring persons who might not on the global stage or national level be, of course, recognized, but they're doing great things respectively in their communities or in their church organizations or in their families, reaching out to the persons, helping people around the Bahamas. And these are the persons who are the unsung heroes. And I do believe like it's their time to be deserving. Persons that night are going to be surprised. We're going to be giving away flat screen TVs, fridge stores, washers, dryers, coolers, freezers. We're going to be paying off some person's rent. It's just going to be a night of fun, bliss, excitement, and they could just come with the spirit of expectancy, because anything is possible to happen.
Amazing. Now, you mentioned some of these amazing giveaways, but so how is the show supported? Do you have sponsors, or is this just coming out of your own pocket? How does this all happen?
For many years, I have been doing this out of my pocket. I truly believe that as a person or as a talent or creative, you cannot expect nobody to invest in their dream if it's yours. If it's yours, you got to go broke for your dream first. There are persons who would have supported us sometimes with donation or perks, but mostly the show is on my shoulders. This year, we have Ship X, who came on as our title sponsor, and we want to say thank them, but that's the only person, of course, as it stands now. So, of course, I actually inject my own personal funds into this, because I really believe that the change that's supposed to come have to come from a sacrifice. And if you wait for a lot of persons in our country to be a part of something, they might not, because everyone do not share your same heart.
Right.
But the show is impacting lives in a major way. You should be there.
And can you tell us a little bit about this year's show? Is there anything different that's going to be involved this year?
Oh, we're going to have a surprise. There's a gentleman who's going to be doing a surprise to his wife. She don't know, but she's going to be there.
Ooh.
So it's going to be so much different surprises. There's going to be a surprise where we're going to ask for a particular item, and that person, they're going to be winning a round trip ticket to Orlando. Then we're going to be doing, it's just going to be an amazing. You have to be in the room. That's the only way. The excitement in this room in one night. The way I planned this show out, I planned it to blow people's minds. And I want to say times 3. Whatever we did last year and the years before, it's times 3. So I encourage everyone, bring your trucks, because we can't leave none of the items in there. We are fully stocked out. We are fully stocked out. And a lot of persons are going to get blessed, whether they live in an apartment, we have the smaller appliances, or if they live in a regular size home, we have the bigger appliances to facilitate anyone in the room. And we also have gifts for males and females. So the banana eating contest, the push-up contest, the crab catching contest, the find your woman contest, the balloon contest, the dance-off contest. We have everything there that one night. We also going to have a presentation done by Dr. Candace Bannister, who is going to be talking about health. So we want to look at the whole person holistically. We don't want to just be a show that that anticipates fun, but where everyone could play a role.
This definitely sounds like the place to be. So can you tell us when and where and how we get our tickets?
When it's going to happen on Saturday, May 10th at St. John's College Auditorium. I know it's an auditorium, but the way we fix it up, we try to make it a little bougie. We try to make it a little bougie inside there, but it's really nice. We try to make it as chic as we possibly can. And the doors will open up at 6 p.m. and the showtime will be at 8. The ticket locations, we have 2 ticket locations this year. The ticket locations are one Stiletto Shoe Loft, and that's located Robinson Road, and also the 17th shop that's located Collins Avenue.
Well, Demetrius, thank you so much for joining us. It sounds like it's going to be an absolutely amazing night.
Yes.
As for us, let's take a look at what's coming up in sports.
Silent partner taking the A-class title at this year's National Family Island Regatta. Details of that story and more coming up in sports.
We at Candid Security offer a varied range of security services, including guard service. We do armored service. We do pre-employment investigation, background checks, also vet people for employment. A live business hosted PBX is extremely important to our operation. I don't have to be in my office. I can easily get connected with our clients, my vendors, my NASA office, and with our employees in the field, anytime, anywhere.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price. And you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you. At the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
We're so excited to be here in the Bahamas. We were lucky enough to be introduced to the expo by Ian Rule. He called us and said, we'd love to have you exhibiting at the expo. We saw it as a great opportunity to get down here and introduce the area to our compact catamarans.
This is the moment. May 1st and 2nd, Freeport is the move. Register today at freeportbusinessexpo.com.
Celebrate the incredible women in your life this Mother's Day. And don't forget the special offer from Connet Bahamas. From April 16th to May 16th, enjoy a fantastic 35% off store-wide. That's right, everything you need to show your love and appreciation is on sale. Whether it's a heartfelt gift for mom, a treat for yourself, or something special for that amazing woman in your life, we've got you covered. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Visit any one of our stores today. Make this Mother's Day unforgettable with Connet Bahamas.
What? You don't know what TDC is? Tourism Development Corporation? You mean the Ministry of Tourism? No, that ain't the same thing, but the Tourism Development Corporation helps develop and grow behemoth businesses in the tourism industry. You hear what they say, boy? Oh, yeah. Develop and grow. You don't know what all the things they do? What does do? Hey, check the website, boy.
Start your journey to ownership of our #1 industry today. Log on to tdcbahamas.com.
Welcome to your Monday Sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports after 3 days of sailing action wrapping up at the National Family Island Regatta over in Georgetown, Exuma, with the official closing ceremony taking place last night at the Elizabeth Harbor. Look at the final results. The winner of the E-Class, that would go to the Lady Anne Marie, skippered by David Knowles out of Long Island. C-Class winner, H2O, skippered by Effort Kemp out of Exuma. B-Class title will go to the Lonesome Dove, skippered by Jeff Gale out of Abaco. And finally, over to the big boys, that shining trophy will remain in Exuma. A Silent Partner, skippered by Leslie Buzzy Roll, would take the top spot in the A-Class division. Also at last night's closing festivities was the nation's chief, Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Davis.
The spirit of competition, the spirit of community and celebration has truly come alive in Georgetown. I must extend my heartfelt appreciation to our dedicated Regatta Committee, our tireless volunteers, and the Exuma community, as well as our generous supporters. And of course, your Commodore, Dallas Knowles, who's continuing to do a great job. Your commitment has resulted in a truly extraordinary event. You know, in the Bahamas, a regatta is much more than a race. It is a celebration of our history. It is a celebration of our heritage. And it is a celebration where the authentic connection to the sea is expressed.
Back here in the capital this weekend, the final night of the Bahamas Basketball Federation's Round Robin National Championships taking place Saturday. As for who took home bragging rights in Divisions 1 and 2, find out in this report.
The thing is, you see these players every year. You know, there's a lot of skilled guys on these family islands, and we're expecting a good punch.
3 games on deck Saturday night at the Kendall's U. Isaacs Gymnasium as the Bahamas Basketball Federation's Round Robin Nationals wrapping up. First game on deck, the Division II consolation matchup between the Harbor Island Panthers and North and Central Antec Saints. The Panthers would lead after 1 quarter of play and continue to build on that. The story of this one, the Panthers would completely dominate the game on the interior, seemingly getting any shot they wanted inside, scoring 76 points in the paint, paced by 27 points from Jeremy Davis and 22 from Christopher Grant. The Panthers would cruise to the consolation bracket win, 105-71. Game 2, the Division II championship game. Your Central Store Giants taking on the Net Riders out of Abaco. To the tape, the Giants taking the Net Riders to task early on, getting out to a 6-point lead after 1 quarter of play. For the Giants, it would be their big three of Javon Adderley, Kirkling Farrington, and Matthew Saunders, who would pour in 21, 22, and 21 respectively to help them build a lead as big as 30. The deficit would be a bit too much for the Riders to surmount. They would cruise, that being the Giants, to a 94-75 win to secure their D2 round-robin title. And in the nightcap, this one was a game for the ages. The Nassau versus Freeport rivalry renewed as the perennial power. The Commonwealth Bank Giants would take on the Dudley Boy Saints out of Grand Bahama. Early on, this one would swing in favor of the Saints as they would get out to a 20-point lead early in the first half before the Giants would manage to cut that lead to 14 just at the end of the half. After 3, that lead would all but disappear, clinging to a 1-point lead after 3. Teams would exchange the lead multiple times in the fourth before these clutch free throws from Dashton Baker would give the Giants the 83-80 win and Division I round-robin national championship. And that's going to look at your sports on this Monday. A check on weather when we return.
Come and visit us at Shop Smart, 'cause everything is here.
Yes, we have it all for you. Toys, clothing, office supplies, appliances, custom cut blinds, bedding, drapes, and rugs. Come and visit us on Mackey Street, 2 blocks down from Wolf Road. Call us at 698-1052.
Shop Smart, Shop Smart, Shop Smart. Oh, everything is here.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. ATC customers claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
Impact windows and doors for protection just come to our store. Plus we got tiles to pretty up your walls and your floors. We'll help you brighten up for that big bad storm. Porcelain tiles, blank tiles, mosaic tiles, a variety of styles. Before teens get right, they gotta be rough. That's why we got the best deals in the whole Bahamas. Hey, hey.
Hey, it's your honorary pump attendant back again with another episode on the do's and don'ts at the service station. Let's go. What you ain't gonna do is just pull up to any dispenser and put the nozzle inside your car without reading the signs. Because if you put the wrong fuel inside your car and the car mess up, you could be mad at us, all right? And then you have to walk a catch bus for about 3 to 18 months. What you're supposed to do is read the signs. We place signs all over the dispenser to tell you which fuel is which. Because you put the wrong one in the car, say bop, and you could be mad at us. You could be, oh, what happened to my car? No, it's you who ain't read. It say diesel, diesel, one word, diesel. You got up, and you mad at us. Read, that's all you have to do.
It's time now for your Access Weather Forecast, and we have what we term a backdoor frontal system that will bring some clouds, some showers to the area tomorrow morning. And what does that mean, backdoor front? Well, typically, we have the cool air flowing from the northwest towards the southeast in our area, but with this backdoor system, that cool air now flows from the northeast towards the southwest, and that's simply the difference there. There's a reversal in the flow of that cool air. Your boating forecast tonight, well, that's brought to you by Live Business, where we bulk up your business. For all areas tonight through Tuesday, you're going to have that northeast to east winds at 12 to 18 knots, quite moderate, with the wave heights 3 to 6 feet over the ocean, so caution flags will be in place throughout the 700 hours. Now, your high tide, that will take place at 9:15 tonight, with another high tide at 9:36 tomorrow morning. And then on Wednesday, middle of the week, in the northwestern islands, the winds become easterly at 12 to 18 knots. The wave height 3 to 6 feet, so that caution flag will continue right into Wednesday. High tide on Wednesday, 10:29 in the morning, with the low tide at 4:35 in the afternoon. Now for the central and southeastern islands, northeast to east winds, 12 to 18 knots. The wave height 3 to 6 feet over the ocean. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they're brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Reach the houses, whip, wop, whip, wop, whip, wop. Reach the houses, whip, wop, whip, wop, whip, wop. Reach the houses, whip, wop, whip, wop, whip, wop. Reach the houses, whip, wop, whip, wop, whip, wop.
And that's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. For joining me at 11 o'clock for full weather update. LaDawn and Malina.
Thanks a lot, Basil. Some nice temperature all around. We're definitely in spring, Malina.
Well, speaking of spring, let's spring forward to Let's Talk Socials with Matea Cunningham.
Good Monday evening, everyone. It's such a great night. I feel like celebrating.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Socials, the segment where I keep you in the loop with what's buzzing across your favorite platforms. Tonight, we're throwing it all the way back to the early 2000s. A clip from the Bahamas National Youth Choir's song Celebrate has resurfaced, and it's giving us a heavy dose of nostalgia. If you remember, there's just something about that song that made every Bahamian feel a deep sense of pride, like you couldn't help but celebrate your roots. For those who might not know, the Bahamas National Youth Choir has been around since 1983, giving young Bahamians a platform to showcase our music, culture, and talent to the world. Over the years, they've toured internationally and have become a symbol of national pride. Representing the spirit and creativity of the Bahamas. And for those too young to remember Celebrate, feast your eyes on this culturally artistic masterpiece.
Celebrate, 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 have a good time, celebrate, relax your mind, celebrate and have fun, celebrate, it's never done, join the party, 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 join the party, 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 come.
Honestly, the song is so good, it makes me want to throw on my androgen print, grab a straw hat, and conch style right here in the studio. What a moment. What emotions does Celebrate bring back to you? And if you're watching this on live stream, let's hear it in the comments. I'm Taya, and this has been Let's Talk Socials. Until next time, don't forget to celebrate.
Well, that does it for Access Now. Another one for the history books.
Stay tuned for the rundown with Clint Watson, who is hosting the 4-time Carifta gold medalist, Egan Neely.
Good night, everybody.